Hey there, welcome to this episode of the Celebrate Brave podcast. I'm Nicole Steinbach, the International Bravery Coach and your host. You are in the right place to learn everything brave. On this podcast, I share the best frameworks, the coolest conversations, and my own unique perspectives for how you can build your brave. There are two foundations to all of our conversations. Number one, bravery is a skill, not a personality trait. And you are already brave. Brave is how you create your unique, gorgeous, wonderfully fulfilling life. Brave is you. Let's go. Hey, before we dive into this episode, I have something pretty cool for you. So on Friday, April 21st, 2023, at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central European Time, I am hosting a free 60-minute webinar called Solve the Interview Conundrums. I am going to teach you the interview to outcome framework. Now, you've heard from some of my clients on this podcast, Dora, Ashley, Ginny. They have shared how they've completely transformed their career. Jackie, with her interview experience. This is the framework. So if you are still interviewing like it's the early 2000s, you need to learn a totally different way to do it. I'm going to show you the empowered, effective, power-sharing way to show up to your interviews so that when you leave every single interview, you not only have gotten all of the information that you need, but you've also created a collaborative experience that reflects the expertise, the seniority, and the awesomeness that is you. Check out the show notes and make sure you register. You want to be live for this so you can get your questions answered. But if you can't, you'll still get the worksheets. You'll still get the recording. Make sure you register. I'll see you there. Hey there. Welcome to this episode of the Celebrate Brave podcast. And this episode is going to be warm, maybe challenging, and definitely short. Every month, I offer all of my one-on-one clients a group call. We come together. Sometimes I bring a topic that I see is recurring inside of this special alchemy of one-on-one clients. And sometimes I ask, hey, what's something that you would like to be covered? And sometimes we have an open coaching call or an exchange call. For example, someone has a topic and they want to hear how my other clients are managing that topic. And recently, as in 25 minutes ago, I was listening back to one of our group calls. A client who hadn't been able to make it but was watching the recording sent me a message in her time in the morning, right? Because I coach people all over the world. She sent me a message in her time in the morning. So when I woke up, I got this message from her. And it said in all capital letters, I'd rather be scared and full of dreams than secure with shitty facts. Now, I don't usually read client, like when I first wake up in the morning, I don't usually read messages my clients send. I have a cup of coffee. I get my middle schooler up and out the house. And then I look. But for some reason this morning, about 2 hours ago, not only did I open up Slack, but I read this message. Sometimes our souls just know. And I was like, first of all, this incredible human is so excited about this. Where is this from? So I wrote her back. I'm like, hey, good morning. Just getting up. Coffee's getting done. Where's this from? And she sent me back a voice message and she said, from the group call. I'm watching the recording. I was like, what? Because wouldn't you rather be scared and full of dreams than secure with shitty facts? I mean, y'all, we have a new definition for bravery. Being a little scared, full of dreams, or a lot scared and full of dreams than secure with shitty facts. And I was in that call, obviously. I run it. But it didn't hit me. So much happened in this amazing group call. So I went back, got my son out, got him out the door. Grumpy middle schooler. These middle schoolers, man, they start way too early in the morning. Back to the point. Got my second cup of coffee, came into my office, was listening to this group call. And what a powerful exchange of incredible women. I'd rather be scared and full of dreams than secure with shitty facts. Now, do you need to have shitty facts to decide to step into the skill of bravery, to feel the stretch of fear, and to choose to be more courageous and go after your dreams? No. I have an entire podcast episode about investing in the green zone. And the idea is that women, well, basically anyone who isn't centered in the systems of power we have today, whether it's an immigrant, differently abled person, a disabled person, a woman of so-called color, indigenous, BIPOC, anyone in the LGBTQI plus community, right? We are shown that we can only invest in ourselves in the red zone when we're really suffering, when we have shitty facts. Maybe if we also have identities of privilege, maybe in the yellow zone, but certainly not in the green zone. Certainly not. That's selfish. That's taking away from someone else. But in reality, the truth is, and definitely listen to that podcast episode if you've missed it, but the truth is that if you wait to have shitty facts before you decide to be scared and full of dreams, you first have to go from red, burnout, bore out, drastically underpaid, swimming in debt, unable to sleep, disconnected from hobbies and friendships and the type of person you actually want to be. You have to go from that into the yellow zone, able to sleep, maybe spending time with people you care about and not always on your laptop. Maybe doing some work that doesn't completely rot your brain because it's so boring. Maybe taking 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months off to manage your cortisol of a burnout, right? On this podcast, I've had a couple of clients, a couple of guests who've shared they were so deep in the red zone that they needed to take many, many weeks off to get into the yellow zone. However, should you choose to invest in yourself, to be full of dreams, building the skill of bravery, when things are good, the singular work you're doing is going from good into great. Like, I'm going to give you an example. My business is good as the coach for women in tech. I had a wait list. I had my workbook. My clients were making big results. Right? I was green zone. And I was full of dreams. Yeah, I was scared to continue coaching women in tech and focus on expand into the skill of bravery. It didn't need to be shitty. In fact, it was good. I would even say it was great. And now I'm going to extraordinary. Right? It was great to coach on career. It was the green zone to help women in tech stress less and work less and yes, earn more. And you know what? It is extraordinary to coach women and non-binary and men on the skill of bravery. Yes, career, and also hobbies, relationships, friendships, debt, all the things. So I'd rather be scared and full of dreams than secure with shitty facts. How is this true for you? What is real for you? Are you waiting to have shitty facts? Pretending that you're choosing security? Pretending that it's good enough that you can be happy with less? Ignoring what you're called to do? Or are you listening to that unique whisper, that call of your heart, of your soul, of your mind? Are you responding to what your body is telling you? Are you believing in your future brave self? Are you stepping forward? Yes, with some trepidation. Yes, with some concern. But mostly full of who you are becoming and full of your dreams. This is what I do. This is the extraordinary work that I offer to you through this podcast, in my one-on-one coaching that is amplified with unlimited Slack support and a monthly group call and powerful resources. You don't need to wait to be full of shitty facts. You can be full of dreams and step into your bravery right now. This speaks to you, and I bet this speaks to you. Reach out. Let's get into conversation. You have those whispers in your soul. Your body is speaking to you. Your future highest person is as well. It's time to listen to them. You are ready. You are ready. Until next week, brave it up. Hey, before you go, you are ready to become the bravest, most fulfilled version of you. And I am ready to be your coach. I invite you to explore one-on-one coaching with me. Go to tricksteinbach.com to learn more and schedule your consultation. You can stress and work less while you live and earn more. My clients do it all the time.